This is the Demystifying Crypto and Building Wealth podcast.
I knew that would be worth trillions.
That had never existed in human history. There's been massive opportunities.
The #1 podcast to help you understand and get insights into the crypto world, blockchain technology, wealth building, and financial investing. Now, here's your host, Tico Tiwari, the world's #1 most trusted cryptocurrency analyst and Wall Street veteran with decades of experience in the financial space.
All right, Big T here with a very special video update. Now, if you're new to the game, you're probably sitting there looking at the screen, seeing Bitcoin, which ticked 64K the other day, currently trading at around 65K, well, still 64 and change, and your chest is tightening. Maybe you have a little bit of fear. If you own some altcoins, you're probably thinking, what is going on? Altcoins getting massacred right now, down 33%, down 29%, down 26%, down 25%. This is in a week, just absolute brutal action in the alts. So what I want to do today is give you some historical perspective on where we are in this cycle, in this particular bull cycle, and to let you know why I am so excited about this sell-off, especially in the altcoins. Now, if you remember, some of you know that I've been kind of out of the loop here for a few months, but I started doing Instagram lives in March and April, and then Bitcoin was running and gunning, and people were saying to me, Tika, launch your newsletter, launch your newsletter, launch your newsletter. And I said, no, I'm going to wait till June. And believe it or not, I actually got hate mail about that. Why are you waiting to June? All these opportunities are going to pass us by. And I said, look, in June, we are going to experience a sell-off and the altcoins are going to get murdered. No one wanted to hear that. But exactly what my research suggested, that June was going to be an ugly month, is happening right now. The thing that you have to remember, friends, if you want to make an enormous amount of money from this bull market, is the year that the halving takes place is the year to buy into the weakness. And you have to deal with boredom. I'm going to show you from the previous halving year how much boredom you have to deal with. And then the year following the halving is the year that you sell into the hype. Okay, so it's a well-worn path to making a lot of money in crypto, but it's a path that a lot of people forget about or ignore or don't know about. And this is why I'm here, to help guide you through this path. This is my 9th year in the crypto markets. And so when you have that kind of experience, you know what to expect. And I knew that June was going to be an ugly month. And let me show you. This is a chart here that I got from Kent Stanfield, who's a great commentator. But I want you to show this. Bitcoin monthly returns. Look at June. This goes all the way back to 2013. The average in June is awful, down 0.14%. June is typically a terrible month in the crypto markets. So why is that a month that I want to get involved? Because when you buy after a major sell-off, going into a massive bull market is how you make life-changing gains without having to take life-changing risk. And that is why on June 26th at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be coming to you with my event calling the Next 500X Coin. I've found a very small area of the crypto market where the gains are absolutely insane. And yes, just like any other altcoin section of the market, it's getting massacred right now. And I am dancing a jig of joy because as we come through this phase, we will see just a huge rally coming out of June. So look at this in 2020, coming out of June, up 24%, up 18%, up 16.8%. Okay, last year was a bear market, down 4%. This July, I think the gains are going to be massive. So there's always a method behind my madness as to why I wasn't recommending coins and launching my newsletter when we were in a raging bull, back here, because it's all about putting you in the position to get the best price. My marketers over the years have always hated me because I've always done my best to time my special briefings to down periods in the market, like this and like this, rather than up periods in the market. Now, marketers sell more newsletters when you are in an up period. You sell less newsletters when you're in a down period. Friends, let me be very clear. I am already rich. Okay. I don't have to have a newsletter business. I don't ever have to sell a newsletter ever again to live a very, very comfortable life. My focus is to help the everyday investor change their life, their financial life, through crypto assets without putting their current lifestyle at risk. And so the way to do that is that you have to come to your audience when prices are down, not when prices are up. If you're really serious, if you're really bought in helping people transform their lives financially, you've got to come to them, not necessarily when it's the most emotionally comfortable for them, but you have to come to them when it's going to be the most profitable. And friends, if you cannot train yourself to buy things when things look absolutely terrible, you'll never buy a bargain. You'll never experience life-changing gains in any asset. I don't care if it's stocks. I don't care if it's in the private equity market, if it's in the real estate market or the crypto market. You have to have a methodology that tells you what to buy and when to buy, not when it's emotionally comfortable, but when it's most profitable. And friends, on June 26th at 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe the stars are going to be aligned for us to take positions in a series of coins that have the ability to make us as much as 500 times on our money. And I'm incredibly excited to share that with you. Okay, so what I want to do right now is I want to give you some historical perspective. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin in 2020. This is before the halving. The halving took place on May 11th, I believe, 2020. Now, we always know Bitcoin runs ahead of the halving. So we started the year at around 7,000, and then we ran all the way up to 10,000. And then, of course, COVID came, and then we crashed all the way down to 4,800. During this crash here, I came on camera and I said, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. You must buy Bitcoin down here, down at 5 and change. Some people listened, some people didn't. And then we started to run. So we ran all the way up to 10K by June. Okay, so this is kind of where we are right now. But you'll notice here that we were still 50% below the all-time high. Now, I want to put you in the picture of what you had to deal with in Bitcoin back in 2020. It was very volatile. So here we are, 10K, 10K, 10K. We get into July. Remember how I said July is usually a very good month? So we go from 10K, boom, all the way up to 12,000. It's a 20% move. It's a huge move. But look what happens. We go all the way up now. Again, we're up to over 12,500. Then we go into September and bang, we're at 9,000. Now, I want you to put yourself in this position. Imagine I'm here and I'm saying, guys, everything you're seeing here is noise. Don't worry about the volatility. Just buy. We are going much, much higher. 2021 is going to be a huge bull year. You know, if you didn't have any type of relationship with me or any type of historical perspective, you think, oh my God, this guy's just totally, sucking on hopium and doesn't know what he's talking about. So as volatile as Bitcoin was here, and it was very volatile and very boring. Look at this. So here we are in October and we're back to 10,000. okay? The same price that we were all the way in May. So May, June, July, August, September, October. So 6 months of sideways action. Can you imagine if you were new with me and you're thinking, oh, this guy has no idea what he's talking about? Okay, so, and then of course, what happens? We start exploding to the upside. And by January of 2021, we're at $40,000. So let me show you what this was looking like, this same process that we had to go through, the same volatility we had to go to in one of the altcoins that I had recommended. So I had recommended Binance Coin as low as $1 and change, and we kept the position on. So going into February of 2020, it had run all the way up to $26. Now, because of the coronavirus, it had dropped to 6.5. And you know what? We didn't sell it. And the hate mail that I got for not taking profits at 20 and change was unbelievable. And I said, look, we are in the first year of the halving. You do not sell your coins in the first year of the halving. You sell them in the second year of the halving. And so we had all this volatility in Binance. Look at this, $12, $12, 16, 17, 18, just huge volatility here. And then we start getting into July. As you know, July is a better month. In July, we start going up to, by the end of July, we're back to $20. And then all the way here in August, we're back to where we started at the beginning of the year. But lo and behold, more volatility, down again, down again. So again, friends, I'm going to recommend coins this year that you're going to see volatility like this. The key is where we are in the cycle. We are still in the first year of the halving, which is a very volatile, very boring year, but it's when you get the best prices. The fireworks happen next year, in the year after the halving. But if you wait until then, it's too late. Let me show you so you can see. This is Binance Coin. Okay, so 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, and then boom, explosion. We go from $30 to $368 in February of 2021. What? $328. Okay, so we went from 25 to 6 to $330. And that, my friends, is what I'm doing to put, I'm doing everything in my power to put you in this position. So I don't care about the short-term volatility this year. I don't care about the boredom this year. It doesn't matter. I went through the same thing with Ethereum. I had a recommendation on Ethereum at 280. We went down to 135. I pounded the table on here at 100 and change. We got down to as low as $90. Again, hate mail like you can't understand. Doing videos every week saying, listen, these coins are going up. These coins are going up. And then look, let's see what happened to Ethereum. This went from a low of 90 to $4,400 by May of 21. Think about that. 44x. Okay, so this is what we have in front of us. So when you see Bitcoin sell off, when you see the altcoins sell off, you have to ask yourself, where am I in the cycle? We are early cycle. Friends, I am going to be so active this year in making recommendations because we have to get the right positions on this year in order to harvest them going into next year. And I promise you this, you will be uncomfortable. You will not want to make decisions. You will want to procrastinate. And I'll tell you, it's the worst decision in the world to procrastinate. And so when I come to you with these trade recommendations, when you come join my service, and if you want to procrastinate, do at least something. If you normally put 1,000 into an idea, put 500. If you normally put 500 into an idea, put 250. But do something. because I promise you, I'm never going to come to you with ideas when you're comfortable. I'm going to come to you with ideas when it's incredibly uncomfortable, when every cell in your body is saying, this guy is a lunatic. I can't put money in the market right now. Friends, if you can train yourself to ignore that voice and use rational position sizing, you will make more money than you ever thought existed in this world. That I can tell you. Okay, so here's the takeaway. We're going to have a volatile June, which is why I'm launching my service in June. I want you to come join me. You can go to tawariresearchgroup.com and join my free e-letter list that automatically puts you on the list to get an invite to my June 26th event. And I want you to know, if you make the decision to come work with me, it's not going to be comfortable for you. It's going to be uncomfortable. But that uncomfortability will lead to financial comfort. Unfortunately, comfortability does not lead to financial comfort. Making decisions that are emotionally uncomfortable is the only way that I found that leads to financial comfortability. And nobody will share that with you because they sell less newsletters. I don't care about how many newsletters I sell. I don't care about how many subscribers I have. I care about having the right subscribers, the subscribers that understand what you need to do in order to win. That's what I care about. I want you to win. Period. End of discussion. I don't care about anything else. Friends, I want you to carry this message forward. If you're feeling anxious, replay this video, listen to my words, look at the past chart of Bitcoin, of the altcoins in the first year of a Bitcoin halving. Go look back at the 2020 charts. They'll tell you everything you need to know about what you're going to face this year. And this year, you're going to face uncertainty, you're going to face doubt, and you're going to face boredom. And if you can meet those three horsemen face to face and take action in spite of that fear, next year, when the hype rages through this market, when Bitcoin is ripping through the $100,000 level, when altcoins are going up 30, 40, 50, 100x, 500x plus, you're going to be the one selling into that crazy activity. You're going to be the one harvesting your gains while everybody else is chasing things that are already up 50, 100, 200x. And friends, that's where you want to be. You want to be selling into the madness, not buying into the madness. We buy the dips, we sell the rips, and that's how we set ourselves up for the next bull run. Friends, I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. And as I always like to say, I want you to always remember, let the game come to you.
So that concludes today's episode. Thank you for listening. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section. You can find the show notes on www.tikatiwari.com. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with others, talk about it on social media, and leave a rating and review. Don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss another episode. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.